Resource Center for Women and Their Families started more than 20 years ago as a drop-in center for people to just come in and talk about their problems. And what happened is that we discovered that most women were coming in with situations of domestic violence. In the last 20 years, we've made great strides, and there's a lot of support now for victims of domestic violence, and there's funding for shelters. A lot of good has happened. But we need to remember that domestic violence is also very underreported. Most victims come in contact with the Resource Center the first time through our hotline.
How did you get referred to call the hotline?
The person could be a victim, and she could be in a dangerous or perilous situation.
All right, you're saying that you're worried he's coming home?
The person on the other line could be a friend or a relative, someone who says, you know, I know that my sister's in trouble, but I don't know how to help her. She's still with him. In addition, she may need legal advocacy.
Okay, tell me what happened.
I would say 70% of the calls I have are crisis calls. A lot of times they're in the midst of what we call an explosion as part of the cycle of domestic violence, and something has just happened where the police has been called to the house or they filed a restraining order.
We have a candlelight vigil every year.
And thank you, Joyce and Kathy.
It's a special time where we come together to support those people who are still struggling in domestic violence situations. We come to remember and honor those who didn't make it, and to celebrate those people that did make it out of a domestic violence situation. They're survivors.
The hardest part of it is getting out of the relationship, and the Resource Center helped me see that it's not as hard as I thought. The Resource Center is there to tell us we are somebody and we can do it.
We take care of women who, in essence, take care of their children, their husbands, and everyone else. Many times when a woman becomes ill or a woman isn't able to take care of her family, that's when everyone suffers. So by keeping a woman healthy and able to care for those she needs to, we're really supporting the whole community.
We provide health care services to those who would not be able to access health care by traditional means because they're either underinsured, have absolutely no insurance, they don't speak the language, and we have quite a bit of bilingual services available to the community. And because we just encourage them to come without them feeling as though they're not worthy. A lot of people come feeling that they're going to be turned away because they just don't have what everyone else has.
Myra?
We take the time to sit down and really hear, listen, and figure out what's going on in a woman's life so that we can really help them take advantage of services. We listen to what their problems are.
The patients don't have access to care in the ways that their colleagues or family members perhaps do. And so when they come here, they're typically very pleasantly surprised at how much we can do for them and how we can help them.
Bye-bye.
They give me a lot of attention, and I feel very comfortable with the help from the doctors and the nurses and all the people here.
Yeah. We do EKGs on site, urinalysis on site. We also do blood work here, which means that patients don't have to go to an outside lab. Patients are only referred out of our office for tertiary care. That means for specialists. We can pretty much take care of most health problems in our office, and I think patients really appreciate that. They view this as their doctor's office, despite the fact that it's a clinic.
Women Health and Counseling has been around for 25 years because they've never forgotten the mission, and the mission is about caring for the community.